roses are still on the shelf. Third one from the left. I don't know why I kept them. Maybe I just wanted something from us that didn't rot. It was a Tuesday, coffee going cold. You left your phone face down, I left it alone. I trusted you the way you trust the floor. You don't think about it till it caves in on you more. Your jacket smelled like somewhere I had never been. And I'm good at math, but I couldn't count the lies between the working late and the silence on the drive. I was so busy keeping us alive. I bought hydrangeas, put them by the sink. Thought pretty things would fix the missing link. Rearranged the kitchen, learned to bake sourdough. Kept myself so busy I forgot to know. And my mother said, honey, use your eyes. But I was too in love with my own lullabies. So I pressed the flowers, pressed my luck, pressed my hands together, prayed it was enough. I kept the flowers, you kept the lies. I kept the weekends, you kept alibis. I kept the voicemail where you said I was your home. You kept the secrets, I kept being alone. I kept the ticket stubs, the terrible red wine. I kept believing you were worth my time. I kept the flowers on the windowsill. You kept on lying, baby, and I kept them still. By February I had learned your patterns well. The way your voice went flat, the stories you would tell. I started writing things down just in case. Names and dates, and something felt displaced. I found a birthday card that wasn't mine to read, signed with a kiss from someone I'd never seen. And something in my chest just quietly broke. Not like a scream, more like a knot of rope coming loose after years of being pulled too tight. I sat down in the hallway, middle of the night, put my back against the wall, felt the cold come through. Thought about the woman I was before I met you. She was softer, she was open, she was brave. She didn't check his phone or count the days. She didn't flinch at silence or rehearse how to ask a question without making things worse. I kept the flowers, you kept the lies. I kept the hope long past its best by time. I kept the dinners warm, I kept the bedroom light. I kept the faith while you were out at night. I kept the flowers and the window to the street. I kept the promises you made to me. I kept the flowers on the windowsill. You kept on lying, baby, and I kept them still. Here's what nobody tells you about dried flowers: they hold their color if you let them breathe. And here's what nobody told me about liars: they're very good at looking like they grieve. You cried when I packed my bags. Imagine that, the performance of your life, and that's a fact. But I've seen real grief, and darling, that wasn't it. That was just the panic of a man who finally slipped. And I don't need you to admit what you did. I was there, I know what happened, I know what it is. So keep the narrative, keep the mutual friends, keep the version of the story where I'm hard to defend. I'll keep the quiet, I'll keep the clarity, I'll keep the Saturday mornings just for me. And the flowers on my sill right now are ones I picked myself in May. Pink ranunculus and something wild, I don't even know the name. And they're crooked in the jar, and they're dropping petals on the sill. And they are so deeply mine, and they are beautiful still. Called my best friend, cried for 45 minutes straight. She said I never liked him, God, I love that woman's face. I ate cereal for dinner, watched 4 films in a row. Ugly cried at animations meant for 7-year-olds. Ordered my own flowers on a random Wednesday just because. Tipped the delivery driver more than I probably should've. Started sleeping diagonal across the bed. Turns out I needed all that space inside my head. I kept the flowers, I kept the light. Not for you, not anymore. I keep them 'cause I will. The roses are still on the shelf. I think I'll throw them out this weekend. Not because it hurts, it just feels like time to make room for something living.